Today I'm going to show you how I start my seeds. First of all, I need to have some seed starting mix and a large bucket, some rubber gloves, a large container of water, some flats. These are clean plastic flats. Some of them are used, but I cleaned them with vinegar and water. A spray bottle of water, and a tray with a clear cover to put the flats in. Here are my seeds, which I've organized by the date on which I need to start them inside. You can see these say in February to March. Those are in the front, and in the back. Back here are some that I won't start until May 1st, or I can put them out when the soil temperature is 60 degrees. So today I'm going to start some onions and leeks and some lettuce. It says late February to March. I'm not going to do the parsley because I have to soak that for 12 hours. I like to wear a mask of some sort when I'm working with the dry seed starting mix because it's quite dusty and it has vermiculite in it, which can be irritating to the airways. I've placed some seed starting mix in this 5-gallon bucket. Now I'm going to add some water. It's going to absorb quite a bit. And now I'm going to mix it with my hand. Again, the gloves are because the vermiculite can irritate your skin. So I mix it around like this. I continue to add water and mix. You can see that it's less dusty now, but it's still fairly dry. Okay, I think this is wet enough. You'll see it forms a clump that's easily broken up. So it's nice and damp, so when the seeds come in contact with it, they'll start to germinate. Just to give you an idea of how much water I used, this bucket was almost half full, and I used almost a half-gallon of water. A couple of almosts in there, but that gives you a ballpark. Next step is to place some soil in one of the flats. Now I usually hold the flat in my hand above the bucket and do it this way, but I'll do it on the newspaper so I can hold the camera. So I scoop up some soil, goodly amount, and just dump it onto the flat. And get some more. That's not actually soil, it's seed starting mix. I tap it in a little bit. Tap, tap. Do some more until it's filled right up. Tap, tap a little bit. Smooth off the top. So I haven't really firmed it down, just a tiny bit. And then brush off the top so I can see the edges of the compartments. And this is ready for some seeds. I'm using some seeds that someone gave me. They're 2 years old. And I haven't checked the germination, so just to be sure, I'm going to put 3 seeds in each compartment. The directions say to plant them a 1/4 inch deep. So I'm going to make a 1/4 inch deep hole with my pencil in each compartment. And so forth. I put out some of the onion seeds in a little tray, cardboard tray that I found, and I'll put one in each of the little holes that I made. There's one. Drop it in. 2. 1, 2, 3. So that compartment's done, so I'm going to cover up the seeds so I remember that that one's finished. So we move on to the next one. 1, 2, 3. Cover them up. Just pat a little tiny bit. And now I'll finish this tray, this flat. Well, here's a tray full of onions. I didn't get to the leeks or the lettuce yet, but I've got 2 types of onions, and so a total of 12 times 3, 36 little onion plants in the making. Now for the miracle to happen. I'll put the cover on. To keep everything moist under there. And these will go upstairs to a warm spot near a radiator where they should germinate soon. These are some lettuce flats. They're only supposed to be planted 1/8 of an inch deep. So for something that shallow, I will take some soil and I just sprinkled them on top. And then I'll just take some soil, I'll sprinkle some on top, and tamp it down a little bit, just so they're lightly covered. Here we have some lettuce with light colored seeds, and you can see I sprinkled quite a few in each compartment. But lettuce is one of those crops that doesn't mind, if you're very careful, having its roots pried apart when you plant them into the ground, and you'll get many seedlings. I may cut them back to 2 or 3 per compartment, but they can share space much better than some others. And don't forget to label your flats right away before you forget anything, or you'll be sorry.